In this lesson, I will explain to you how to make ogive and relative frequency ogive. So here I am going to use Microsoft Excel to show you how to make an ogive. First, I will explain to you what two columns you have to take in order to make the ogive. So ogives use upper class boundaries or upper class limit and cumulative frequencies of the classes. So you have to take the cumulative frequency and the upper class boundaries or class limit. So see, I have made this data here. The first column shows class limit, second one is frequency, then upper class limit and cumulative frequency. So class limit, suppose I have, these are the, you can say, the ages of the people. So I have made 6 different classes. The first class start from 30 to 39 years of age, then 40 to 49 years of age, and in third group or third class limit we have 50 to 59 years of age, and so on. And these are the frequencies. Suppose there are 5 people who belong to 30 to 39 years of age. There are 8 people who belong to 40 and 49 years of age, and so on. To total we have 77 people. So this is the frequency. Upper class limit, as I told you that in ogive we have to use the upper class limit or upper class boundaries. So here I have taken the upper class limit. This is the class limit. Our class starts from 30 to 39. So 30 is called the lower class limit, 39 is the upper class limit. Similarly, in the second class limit, 40 is the lower class limit, 49 is the upper class limit, and so on, right? So you can see from here that 39, 49, 59 and so on, these are the upper class limits. So I have mentioned here the upper class limits because we have to take the upper class boundaries or upper class limit in order to make the ogive. So these are the upper class limit. So here we have to calculate the cumulative frequency. Cumulative means total frequency. So this is how we will calculate the total frequency. Always keep in mind that in Excel, the formula starts with is equal to sign, and we will use the cell reference. I am not going to write down 5. I am going to use the cell reference. When I will click here, it says C8, C8. And in name box, you can see also C8 and then enter. So second cumulative frequency means this, the second is 8, is equal to 8 and then plus the previous one which is 5, so it is 13. Next is the next one plus the previous which is 13, and then again I am using the cell reference here, this one 19 plus cell reference E10, 16 plus 47 is the cell reference, now is this 14 plus 63 equal to 77. So this proves, cumulative frequency proves that, see, this is 77 and we have also, there are 77 people in the frequency, and this is cumulative means total, so it means that these are fine. Now both columns are ready, upper class limit and cumulative frequency, in order to make the ogive. So the first thing is that you have to select the data. If you will not select your data, you cannot perform any function and your graph will not come up here. So we have select our data, then you have to go to the insert tab, because from insert we will find out the charts and graphs. So these are all the charts and the graph. If you could not find out from here, you can click on the recommended charts, and then from here you will find out all charts, right? And these are the things which chart you are looking for. But I will show you that I am looking this time from here, insert scatter, open this, and then this one is scatter with straight lines and markers, and this is our ogive. So the most important thing in ogive is you should keep in mind that always the lines of the ogive begin on the x-axis, means it should touch on the x-axis. Here this line is not touches the x-axis. Always here I have mentioned lines for ogive begin on the x-axis, right? So how come, what you should do in order that this line should touch the x-axis, I will show you. We will first delete this graph and see here we do not have any frequency, so you have to write down 0. How? Just select this first row, right click, insert, and then shift cells down. So here you can write down 0 frequency because we do not have any frequency. Write down 0 and upper class limit according to this pattern. You will see 39, 49, 59. Here should be 29. Then you have to make the ogive. Select this data again, go here and see now this line touches the x-axis. It means this is the correct ogive. So see, okay, now from here these are the chart style. If this graph is not selected, you cannot see the design tab and the format tab appear here. So you have to click on your graph. It means your graph is selected. So these are the design and format tab. Open this style and see how you want to show this graph to your audience. Suppose in this case I say like this. This is the cumulative frequency. If suppose you want to change the title, no problem, just select this and here you can write down, suppose if I want to write down ogive, you can write down ogive here. Similarly, open this positive sign here, access title. If I will click on the access title, so you will see that you can write down here your x-axis. In x-axis we have the we have upper class limit. So here I can write down upper class limit. Similarly, on y-axis I can write down frequency. I can write down here cumulative frequency. Okay. When I will select it again, okay, go here, see add chart element, open this, and then from here you will find out your chart title, how you want to show, above chart, center, and same thing data levels, how you want to show your levels here, center, left. See whatever is cumulative frequency it appears right. So I say right is okay. And from here and here you can change the color as well. If you want, you can change the color of your ogive according to your own choice. So I'm not going to change it. So this is our ogive. Now we are going to learn the relative frequency ogive, and I will show you what is the difference between them. So in the ogive we used upper class limit or boundaries and the cumulative frequency, while in the relative frequency ogive we use the upper class boundary or upper class limit and cumulative relative frequency. And how to calculate the cumulative relative frequency? You have to start equal to, this is the cumulative frequency, this divided by total frequency. And always keep in mind that at the end the sum of relative frequency should be equal to 1. 28 divided by 77. I am doing this individually. In this way you will learn. This is for D4, this is for D5, D6, D7, and this is for D8, and this is for equal to, see it is 1. Cumulative relative frequency 1, it means these are okay. So here we have to take the upper class boundary, press and hold the control key, and the cumulative frequency, the same thing. You have to go to the insert chart and then click here. And again, ogive should start from the x-axis. So what we have to do, you have to delete this. I will show you. You have to enter one more row here, insert, and it says shift cells down. Okay, here we do not have any cumulative actually, so write down 0. And in boundary, according to this pattern, there should be 29.5. Now you will select it again, press and hold the control key on your keyboard, select this range, go to the insert, and then and your ogive is ready. Now you can see it touches the x-axis. Similarly, whatever design you want, whatever color you want, how you want to show your data labels, everything is there. So in this lesson, you have learned how to make the ogive. In ogive, we use the cumulative frequency and the upper class limit or upper class boundaries, while in the relative frequency ogive, we use the upper class boundary or limit and cumulative relative frequency. The total of the cumulative relative frequency should be 1, which we have. And the important thing for ogive is that ogive starts from the x-axis. If you still have any question regarding ogive, you can write down in comment section. And thank you so much.